After just 44 days in office, the United Kingdom's new Prime Minister Liz Truss is stepping down. Truss made the announcement in a brief news conference outside Downing Street. Her 6 weeks in office make her the shortest-serving Prime Minister in British history. Her resignation comes after the economic plan she put into action triggered financial fallout and increased inflation above 10%.
I cannot deliver the mandate on which I was elected by the Conservative Party. I have therefore spoken to His Majesty the King to notify him that I am resigning as leader of the Conservative Party.
The next Prime Minister will be the UK's fifth since 2016. Fox 17 News spoke with Linda Schacht, a former White House and Senate communications official, who says Truss's exit serves as a lesson for leaders here in the U.S.
She found that it was harder to govern than to campaign on a plan of massive tax cuts. She found that she could not hold her own party together once those tax cuts caused financial market turmoil. And more than that, she hung on and refused to admit that she'd made a mistake until just yesterday.
Here in Music City, local advocacy groups are joining together with one common thing in mind: safety. Safety for pedestrians, safety for bikers, and anyone who uses Nashville streets. According to the Tennessee Department of Safety, there have been 33 pedestrian deaths, 2 bicycle deaths, and 2 other non-motor deaths this year. That's 37 so far in 2022. Freddie O'Connell, mayoral candidate and councilman whose district covers downtown, says the goal is for that number to be at 0.
Unfortunately, right now, our Vision Zero program is looking way out into the future toward 2050. And I think I'm joined by some of my colleagues on council who would prefer to see us achieve something much more ambitious, much more quickly.
An event held Saturday brought together local advocacy leaders.
P4L is a tribe.
Jaffe Judah with Recycle and Reinvest focuses on environmental issues. He says sustainability is vital for the future.
I believe the importance of having more green spaces and having more lanes to do biking is important for a safe community. Wherever there is a safe community, it is a thriving community.
A main contributor to the conversation around safety is Walk Bike Nashville. The group says they push for speed bumps off of Charles Davis Boulevard, and they have another initiative that helps keep kids safe while walking to and from school.
It's just for the city to continue to build out our sidewalk network. A lot of areas don't have any sidewalks. A lot of our areas don't have any sidewalks, don't have any bike lanes for people to bike in. They don't have, safe areas for people to cross. The crosswalks aren't well lit.
Councilman O'Connell says there's still too many neighborhoods that have no sidewalks, adding those can be the most dangerous streets for pedestrians and bicyclists.
Governor Bill Lee says Tennessee children will not need the COVID-19 shot to enroll in school, even though it's been added to the list of recommended childhood immunizations. Earlier this week, the CDC amended the 2023 child immunization schedule to include the coronavirus vaccine. Leading up to the agency's vote, false claims circulated on social media claiming it would be required for kids to attend school, though the CDC does not have that authority. Governor Lee has been opposed to the mandate since the start of the pandemic. In a tweet he sent out earlier today, he said, "I've always said mandates are the wrong approach, and Tennessee has led in pushing back on federal COVID vaccine requirements. Thanks to our work with the General Assembly, Tennessee families won't be impacted by today's CDC vote."